Hello students, today we are going to discuss chapter 3, production analysis. In this chapter we are going to discuss part B section. Answer the following question in 1 or 2 sentences. Let's start. The first question is classify the factors of production. As we know that human activity is broken down into 2 components, another production and consumption. So in the 2 activities are taken place with the help of factors of production. So in economics we have 4 factors of production: enella, land, labor, capital and organization. So land and labor, it's called as primary factors. Capital and organization is called to be secondary factors. Okay. The next question is define labor. So define ketale we have to give according to some authors. So let's take according to Marshall. Labor represents service provided by the factor labor which helps in yielding an income to the owner of the labor power. So in the concepts on the ஒரு வார்த்தை கூட மாறாம we have to by heart it. Okay, I'll tell you the meaning of labor. So labor na it refers to any work undertaken for securing an income. So அவங்களோட pleasure வந்து forsake பண்ணி they earn a sort of income. So that is called as labor in economics. So for example பார்த்தீங்கன்னா work done by agriculture worker, இல்லைன்னா ஒரு cook, இல்லைன்னா ரிக்ஷா புல்லா, மேசன். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி ஒர்க்லாம் பண்ணுறவங்க எல்லாம் we call them as labor. Okay. Let's learn the third question. State the production function. So production function na it is a relationship between the input of productive service and output of product per unit of time. So இது என்ன relationship na input க்கும் output relationship is called to be production function. So input all the factors service which are used in production. என்னெல்லாம் factors use பண்ணுவாங்க? Like land, labor, capital and organization. Output na with the help of land, labor, capital, organization la how much is used for the output, that is the volume of goods produced, எவ்வளோ goods produce பண்றாங்க. So that is called as output. So in the 2 relationship is called as production function. So it can be expressed as Q is equal to F of N. N na land, L na labor, K na capital and T na technology. Let's discuss the next question. Define marginal product of a factor. So marginal product na எப்பவுமே keep it in your mind, it is additional factor. Okay, so it is a ratio of the change in the total product to the change in the units of input. So அப்படினா for example you in your company if you have 10 laborers who can produce 100 units of output. So 10 laborers can produce எவ்வளோ output? 100 units of output. இப்போ now you want to grow your industry. அதனால நீ என்ன செய்வ? இனி ஒரு 10 laborers எம்ப்ளாய் பண்ற. ஸோ உன்னோட அவுட்புட் என்ன வரும்? 10 laborers இருக்கும் போது 100 units of output கிடைச்சிச்சு. Now இப்போ 20 laborers இருக்கும் போது 200 units of output கிடைக்கும். So that change is called to be marginal product. So அது எப்படி calculate பண்றாங்கன்னா it is the change in the total product divided by change in N. So change in total product na delta TP. In economics we call it as change. And delta N which is also called to be change in the units of input. Okay, next question is what is isocost line? So isocost line, it illustrates all the possible combination of two factors that can be used at a given cost and for a given producer's budget. So isocost line ரொம்ப சிம்பிளா சொல்றேன். It is a line which determines the combination of two factors. So you need to factor, it can be land and labor or labor and capital, any two factors. Okay, so which the firm will choose for production. So the firm வந்து இந்த two factors வச்சு how do they increase their production. Okay, so with the help of these two production, the firm can buy out a given outlay. Okay, higher the ISO cost line, higher will be the outlay na total cost. Okay, higher the ISO cost line, higher the total cost. Lower the ISO cost line, lower the total cost. That's all. The next question is what are the conditions for producer equilibrium? So 2 points irukku. First one is the isocost line must be tangent to isoquant line. Isocost line எப்படி இருக்கணும்? It should be tangent. Tangent என்னது? It should touch both the axes. Straight line passing through x and touching the x and y axis. Okay, and the second point is the point of tangency of isocont curve must be convex to the origin. So convex na எப்படி இருக்கும்? And the curve வந்து it should be exterior to both axes. So x and y க்கு just opposite இருக்கணும், that convex to the origin. So it should be facing exterior to both the axes. So these 2 points are very important for producer equilibrium. Okay, the last one is what are the reasons for upward sloping supply curve. இப்போ supply curve ஓட rule என்னன்னா price increase ஆச்சுன்னா quantityயும் increase ஆகும். Alright, okay, now let's learn the answer. As the price of the commodity increases, the quantum supplied of the commodity also increases. Simple பாருங்க, price increase ஆச்சுன்னா quantity increase ஆகும். Okay, that you keep it in your mind. So இப்படி ஆகும்போது the supply curve will be looking like upward sloping curve. அப்ப அது எப்படி movement இருக்கு? It is an upward sloping curve. அது upward இருக்கிறதுனால it is also called as positive slope. Okay, it is also called as positive slope. ஏன்னா price increase ஆகும்போது quantity increase ஆகும், அதனால it is positive relationship, okay, between price and quantity. So I'll tell you an example. Just think of these tailors. இந்த டெய்லர்ஸ் எல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டியூரிங் சம் ஒகேஷன்ஸ் ஆர் ஃபெஸ்டிவல்ஸோ இல்லை ஏதாவது ஃபங்க்ஷன்ஸ் டைம்ல எல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டெய்லர்ஸ் வில் ஸ்டிச் மோர் ஆஃப் கிளாத்ஸ். ஸோ நிறைய ஆர்டர்ஸ் வாங்கி நிறைய ஸ்டிச் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஸோ அந்த டைமில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அவங்களுக்கு அந்த நிறைய பார்கெயின் இருக்கும், நிறைய ப்ரைஸ் வச்சு நிறைய ஸ்டிச்சஸ் பண்ணி தே வில் ட்ரை டு earn more money. Okay, so just like that, more money, more quantity they can sell. Okay, second example is இப்போ பாருங்க, if the bank will offer more loans if interest rate rises. So interest rate அதிகமா ஆச்சுன்னா bank will என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க? They will sell more loans, they will offer more loans. அப்ப நிறைய loans எல்லாம் available இருக்கும், ஏன்னா interest rate அவங்களுக்கு அதிகமா கிடைக்கும். So that is a positive relationship. So x and y axisல price and quantity இருக்கும். If price increases, quantity also increases. If price falls, quantity also falls. This is the rule for law of supply. Okay.